What if I told you one of the players who went undrafted in this past year's draft and then selected by the Miami Heat to be put on a two-way contract was already showing out and establishing themselves in the summer league for this Miami Heat team? Yes, it is true. Keshad Johnson is a Miami Heat guy through and through, and we'll break down his most recent performance to explain why. So let's get to it and break down the news. So don't overlook Keshad Johnson. Now, if you don't know who this is, he played 4 years in college, 5 years in college, four of them at San Diego State before then transferring to the University of Arizona, where he played with other draftee for this Miami Heat team, Pelle Larsson, the shooting guard slash small forward out of Arizona. Now, Keshad Johnson obviously was not selected during the 1 through 60 portion of the draft, but immediately after the draft ended, the Miami Heat wasted no time and went out and really collected, I believe, 2 or 3 more players and then signed them to two-way contracts. And Keshad Johnson might be just the best one out of all of them. Now, I do have some of his game highlights from this past game against the Los Angeles Lakers 2 days ago, and I also have some of his stats. He has simply been just a difference maker. Now, Kel'el Ware has not played. Pelle Larsson had, I believe, played 1 minute or 30 seconds worth of game time in this game. So again, there's more opportunity for really everything, especially with Kel'el Ware off the floor. Again, Keshad Johnson is not the biggest big man, but again, he is a power forward. He plays a bigger role at that forward position. He plays like he's 7 feet tall, and he really does play extremely physically, and it's awesome to watch. I can't wait to show you guys the clips, but again, we'll go over the box score really quick before we get into that. In 30 minutes played, he shot of 8 of 14 from the field. That is phenomenal. That's 57%. 1 of 4 from behind the three-point line. Again, 25%. And then from the free throw line, which is huge for a big man, 4 of 6. Again, that is under 70%, but again, 4 out of 6, we will take it, especially from the big men. Now, going on for the rest of the box score, he had a plus minus of +9, which is good to see, as it was a rarity to have a positive plus minus in this game, as we only won by 4 over the Los Angeles Lakers in the Summer League game. But again, 21 points, 3 blocks, 3 steals, 3 assists, and 8 rebounds. Yes, that was not a typo. 21 points, no turnovers, 3 blocks, 3 steals, 3 assists, and 8 rebounds. This kid is going to be a problem, and I genuinely mean this. Now, again, he's going to be on a two-way contract. He'll play for the Sioux Falls Skyforce, and again, he might get some minutes. He might not get some minutes. It may take some injuries. It may take some absences. It may just take some bad play by this Miami Heat squad in order to get him some legit minutes on the big stage for the NBA type of caliber games. But again, with the way he's playing this game in the NBA Summer League, it seems like he has some legitimate value. It doesn't matter if it's for the Miami Heat or any team in the NBA due to the brand of basketball that he plays. Now, you hear me talk about this a lot with the brand of basketball, as we were talking about DeMar DeRozan and the brand of basketball he's been playing since he was drafted in 2009. Kel'el Ware playing a specific brand of basketball just in order to really fit in and be a sufficient piece for this Miami Heat team. With Keshad Johnson, the role that he plays in the game that he plays could translate on any team. Now, obviously, we highlighted the fact that he shot 4 3-pointers. He only made 1 of them. It's a summer league game. If we were in an NBA game, I don't believe he would shoot those. I believe he would pass them up. He'd look to either pass and screen away or whatever it may be. Again, it's summer league. He's really just trying to show off and highlight his game. He did make 1 of them, but again, it's getting to the basket. It's the ability to put his head down, get to the rim, finish physically, putting a body on someone, boxing out aggressively, getting an offensive rebound, getting a defensive rebound, playing legitimate defense that I can't wait to highlight just in a few seconds. But again, here's the shot chart before we actually look at the game tape, because again, I don't have everything because copyright reasons. We can't literally just copy and paste the footage from the game and put it onto our YouTube video, unfortunately. But again, you see the shot zone here. All 4 3-point shots came from the same exact area, that right wing elbow-ish area. He went 1 of 4, but again, just trying to highlight and show off his game. And then you look for the rest of the shots taken. 1 shot right on the right block, and then everything else came inside the painted area. A lot of these were rebounds where he put a body on someone, was able to get a hard offensive rebound, go back up physically and get fouled, and then finish the play. He has simply been phenomenal. There's no really other way to slice it, and I can't wait to see if he really gets minutes and if he keeps showcasing his talent and his gameplay like this throughout the rest of the summer league, it's going to be difficult for him not to be a third string power forward for this Miami Heat team. And I know this may seem like a stretch. If you have not went and watched any of Keshad Johnson, I beg you, please do it. Again, free trial on NBA.com. You can go back and watch all the summer league games. It's worth it, especially if you're trying to actually judge these players. Again, it is summer league. They're not playing against NBA All-Stars in any means. Obviously, Jaime Jaquez just opted to go play in the summer league. He didn't play in this Los Angeles Lakers game. But again, players like who are on their second year can come back and play if they, want the reps, obviously. Again, Jaime Jaquez, he was playing with Team USA, the select team, playing just underneath them, practicing against them. And again, he's not tired of playing ball in the summer. He wants to keep playing, so he's going to go down to the summer league. But again, let's break down these highlights. They're all matched together, so the defensive highlights and the offensive highlights are all put together. But again, this kid has so much potential, and I genuinely mean this, so just pay attention. Look at his footwork, look at his ability to just be physical, put a body on another body, his ability to box out, his willingness to box out and be physical, and not being scared of contact. Obviously, usually with big men, we can see that they suffer at the free throw line, struggle at the free throw line. Because of that, they lack the physicality. They don't want to get hit, they don't want to get fouled, due to the fact that if they miss the shot due to the foul and then have to go to the free throw line and have to rely on their free throw shot, they just become a nervous ball of energy, and they just can't do anything right. Keshad Johnson doesn't seem that way. He wants to be physical every single time. And he also proved that he can put the ball on the floor and take a 2-dribble pull-up, which I didn't think was in his game, especially on this level, at being 6'6", and not being like the most agile player in the world. Again, 6'6", 225 pounds. He's a big boy, and he plays that way. He plays like a brick shit house, if you want to be honest with you and being blunt. That's the way he plays. So again, here are his highlights. We're going to play it all the way through because I believe it's just about 40 seconds, if that. And again, let me know what you guys think about it down below.
Lewis driving on Keshad Johnson with the block. Keshad looked like he almost got a piece.
Big didn't step out to help at all.
Christopher, nice pass. Keshad Johnson. Pull in, getting around the screen was Bronny James, but the offensive rebound put back.
I love the way the NBA has the veteran guys now. Leon, that a baby.
He looked up and got it to Valerio Bodon.
Oh, never know.
There's the three. His first. We have come to expect on the first Friday night of Summer League. #1 pick versus #2 pick in action. In transition. Keshad Johnson hacked in the act. Williams, great pass. Johnson, turnaround.
Like, what did we not see there is my only question. Like, what part of his game did we not see in those highlights? And again, those weren't even all of them. The first 4 or 5 clips, it felt like were only defense. Obviously, the opening play was a defensive clip where he was on someone's back. They were in the post. He tried to make a move, and he simply blocked the first one, and then he altered the second one after, obviously, the ball blocked, landed in the offensive player's hand. He is going to be special. His ability to run the floor, whether it's on defense and making a chase down block to alter the shot, or if it's on the offensive end where he creates a turnover or creates a turnover, a block shot, gets the rebound off of that, and then he's able to push the ball up the floor as a 6'6" power forward. And then he's able to make a pass, which really did work out pretty well. Again, it was a bounce pass. And again, it was accurate. It led the player to where he was going towards the basket, and they were able to finish. But again, the offensive bag, the ability to take a 2-dribble pull-up in the lane and make the shot was phenomenal. His ability to take a fall-away jump shot on the left, or that would have been the right block, but again, the left block, I believe. Again, this kid has so many facets to his game. I feel like I'm talking about Kel'el Ware again. But again, I'm talking about Keshad Johnson. This guy is going to be a very, very good player for a long time if he stays healthy. I genuinely believe that based off the highlights I just showed you. And again, that wasn't even everything. That was just like the highlights, the highest of the highs. And again, 8 of 14, he shot extremely well. And those highlights just played out how good of and how broad of a game he really has. It's not the fact that he can only pick and roll and That's the only offensive game you're getting. The kid can shoot a jump shot, and he has some flair to him. You saw when he made the dunk and he pulled on the rim a little bit, and he was fouled. He was going to the free throw line after he finished it. He flexed on everybody. He set the tone. He's really just establishing himself in his attitude. He's establishing the fact that he has some character, which is something we love to see. He's a gritty guy that is accepting the challenge, and he's willing to do really whatever it takes. And then again, on the defensive end, just making sure everyone knows he gets a block shot. He's ecstatic about it. He's running the floor. He's just really establishing a character, and it seems like a persona that he can really carry with himself that is going to translate, and it's going to cause fans to really enjoy him more. You saw when he made his three-point shot, he kissed his fingers and it did something like a little celebration. He has a little bit of character, and he's not soft. Like, this guy is as physical of a player that probably came out of this entire draft. So again, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Johnson and how he's played in this past few Summer League games, and how you think he's going to play going forward for this Miami Heat team, and if you think he's going to get a lot of playing time on the big stage relatively soon, or he's going to have to grind through the two-way contract with the Sioux Falls Skyforce. And again, let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Heat Digest.